Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Wednesday the 1st of August. It's really nice to be with you today. I'm using the Sorcerer's Tarot for today's reading, and I keep forgetting to mention that please follow me on Twitter. I've got a new account. It's called @TalkToGregory. So if you just type that in and follow me, I would be ever so grateful. I also do live readings on Twitter and Facebook. So I just get a deck of tarot cards and I answer your questions while online. So if you're around on social media, then please @TalkToGregory, and it's Gregory Scott 444 on Facebook. Okay, so let's see what the cards are about today. So we've got, I think that's Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. Then we've got the Ten of Cups, and then we have the One of Swords, and one is Ace, an Ace card. I'm just looking at some of the other cards to kind of figure out the system. So that's Pentacles, obviously, but then we have a Court card. That's the Page, and he's kind of represented as a frog. That's the Magician. First card of the Major Arcana. No, that's the Page of, first card of Rods, I suppose. What? Yeah, so that's the first. So this is the first card of Swords. So it's either the Ace or the Knight. And I think it's the Ace because it's the first. Yeah, otherwise it would be a frog or a helmet or something else. Let's see. Yeah, like a dragon. Or the King is the Sun. The Knight is the Dragon. Okay, got it. Yep, okay, so this is the Ace of Swords. So I have to figure that out sometimes when I'm using new decks. All right, so the Seven of Pentacles is about abundance, and it's about harvest, and it's about all of these cats. They're languishing and being luxurious there. They're also fierce and fiery. We've got this amazing looking queen here. She looks fierce and she looks powerful and she looks like she is cat-like in a way, and she gets what she wants, and there's something very kind of wild and passionate and fiery about her. Look at those brown eyes. There's like, there's like fire there. So the colors in themselves, all of these kind of ginger cats. Fire, real passion about the things that you're working on, the things that you're doing. And it's a great way to start the month in the sense that you have a passion project, you know what you care about. We're entering the time of Leo as well, so it's cool that we have all these cats here. So it's really a card that says you're at the peak of your powers when it comes to your practical skills, and especially when you apply those to things that you like and that you care about. And when you apply yourself to such things, you're able to harvest the good of that, and usually the harvest is financial abundance or prosperity. The next card is the Ten of Cups, and even though we have this contemplative angel there, almost this fallen angel in a way, the Ten of Cups is the ultimate card of family harmony and bliss. It's usually a rainbow and there's a family there with 2 kids, and it's about really having everything emotionally that you could ever hope or dream of. It's if you want a partner, if you want children, if you want a family home, if you want great friends, if you want family relationships, if you want that whole family unit, it's something that's very available to you, and it's something that's, the energy kind of says that is possible. I don't know why they've put an angel in here other than to say that those kind of things are best left up to the universe, because they kind of are. We can't decide when someone falls in love with us or when we're going to have the family unit. But what we do know is that we can trust that the universe has something in store for us there, and we don't always know what that is. So some people fall in love and get married at 17 and stay married for 70 years. And some people struggle to find someone up until their 60s, and then they find someone amazing. And like Gloria Steinem, she was single until she was 50, 60 or something. She had a partner and then he died of cancer. I just, you know, you look at these things and it's just like, how does that make sense in any way? So there's a wildness about you, there's fire about you, and there's the ability to really put a lot of energy into your life and to be wild and to do fun things and to create and to be artistic and creative. When it comes to relationships, this is kind of like a warning in terms of these are the areas of life that on this day are important, that you're good at and that you're not so good at. And this also applies for August in a way, because it's the reading for the first day of the month, so it applies for August. Emotionally, it's about having faith and having trust and connecting with the universe and really realizing that you can't see the bigger picture, but that the universe can always see the entire whole. You have this much of a glimpse of what your own future can look like, and this is what the universe sees. So maintain a connection with a higher power if you want to feel emotionally fulfilled, if you want that hole in the soul to be filled by an angel rather than this being a void gnawing away at you, asking you to fill it with love or sex or drugs or food or acting out or whatever it may be. Finally, we do have the first card of swords, so the Ace of Swords, and the Ace cards are always a gift from the universe, and the Ace of Swords is a gift when it comes to your ability to communicate, the way you think, how decisive you are, how clear you can see things, how well you can articulate your ideas, how well you're able to learn and break things down and make sense of things. And it's really looking at life from a cerebral level and really understanding the process of life and understanding right from wrong and a good decision versus a bad decision, a profit versus a loss. This is someone who's smart, who's been there, who understands how the world works, who understands that the world does not dictate to you. You invent an idea and you change the world. You know, you come up with the idea for the toaster oven and people start making their bread differently. So you're the genius, no one else is. And I like the way he's peering over there at this angel. He really doesn't get what she's going through, because he is like the wild Catwoman there. He lives because of his thoughts. He doesn't know what feelings are. He thinks, therefore he is. She lives and creates and is passionate and is sensual, therefore she is. So both of these characters are super, super powerful. That he has lovely brown eyes as well. I don't know why I'm going on about the eyes so much, but it just looks like they would make a great couple, I think, those two. And there's a sense of the self really, really present in you in terms of your ideas, where you see your life going, and also what's going to make you feel like, oh my God, I'm doing the right thing and I'm having this luxurious, sensual time while doing it. If you can combine those two things and make that your work, you've already won, because, I mean, if you get to do that every day, it's amazing. The one thing where we seem to be a little bit glum, but this isn't a glum card at all. Usually, like I said, it's this rainbow. It's really feeling in a great place emotionally, feeling emotionally secure. And the great thing that you've got going on is that you don't have great faith in your situation, but you have great faith in the universe and the fact that the universe has something wonderful planned for you. And if you can get that, it's a huge burden off your shoulders. So any fears about your relationship status or whether you're too damaged to have another relationship, oh my God, I'm just so damaged, you know, if you become melodramatic about things like that, or those kind of issues and faulty thoughts, hand them over to your higher power, hand them over to the angels for them to deal with, and trust that everything's going to work out okay. So it's likely that in August, something like this, someone, a person who is of romantic interest is likely to pop up in your life. What's also likely is that you're going to be really inspired this month and have really great ideas and really be able to communicate very well and be very articulate and decisive. Plus, you're able to live your best, most passionate life in terms of being creative, connecting with other people, and just getting wild once in a while, going to a party and forgetting yourself, like going to a big festival or just going to a shamanic tribe drumming session. I mean, they do those here in Glastonbury, and I don't know, I'm sure they get up to all sorts of things. Anyway, 7 and 10 is 17, and 1 is 18. 1 and 8 is 9, and 9 is about spirituality and completion. And I did talk about the hole in the soul earlier. The only way to remove that hole in the soul, to feel like there's not this void eating me up inside, the only way, in my experience, to deal with that is to have a daily spiritual practice in your life. And if you do that here on the 1st of August, but also if you do it here in August, you're going to fill that void either with another person or with a connection to your higher power, which I really think, or your connection to the angels, which I think is already there and is already very much in place. You don't really have to work at it. So I think another person comes in. And if he or she looks like those two, then I don't think any of us are going to be complaining, just on a very superficial level. So, that's the key to having great ideas. That's the key to your fire. That's the key to being able to hand it over, is having a connection with a power greater than yourself. The numbers saying 9, spirituality and completion. And the way you get what you want is by first unlocking your true potential, which is your spiritual potential. And you can only do that when you turn away from the physical world a little bit and you devote and you carve out some time for yourself to have a spiritual experience of your life. So it looks like a wonderful, fantastic start to the month. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. And in my personal readings, I use the tarot, I use astrology, and I use numerology. The astrology chart I draw up by using your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, I can use sunrise, or I can rectify your chart so I can work out your time of birth. If you'd like me to do that, I offer that service. Get in touch via the email if you're interested in that. It's readings@gregoryscott.co.uk or .co.uk if you're in the UK. Once I have the chart drawn up, it's a blueprint of your soul. It shows me what your vocational talents are, what your life purpose is, where you've been in your most recent past lifetime, what your strengths and weaknesses are, what is destined for you in love and romance and relationship and health and travel, and also what's coming up in future in all of those areas of your life. So if you would like a private reading with me, do get in touch via my website, gregoryscott.com. Please remember to subscribe to this channel. It's ever so helpful to me, so please hit the subscribe button, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.